Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
More of that, a little bit more of it. I'm just like, can't stop moving. I'm a moving engine. Look at me, all my parts are moving and flowing. Whoa! Yes. Yes. Welcome to No Positive Radio. That's actually a Stooges song, but guess who's singing that? Besides me, of course. Besides me, of course. Besides me, of course. Now, I know you were going to say me, weren't you?
I'm waiting in anticipation.
You were going to say I was singing it, right?
Yeah.
Because I sound like that when I sing.
You do.
I have that raw kind of animalistic sensibility when I sing as well, I believe.
didn't think anybody else would be singing lyrics about liking Dirty John and Basement Dwellers.
No, that's my adaptation, my interpretation of the lyrics. That's actually a Stooges song, but that's actually sung by Ewan McGregor.
Wow.
Young Obi-Wan. Weird, isn't it?
Don't seem to ever remember owning a droid.
Well, that's actually from the Velvet Goldmine soundtrack. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think Ewan McGregor is a fantastic talent. You know what I mean? I don't like every movie he's in.
Yeah.
But there's something so raw and charismatic about him, and I think it's because he's Scottish. I'm going to tell you what, in the world of acting, the Scots, the Scottish people, the Scotsmen, and the Australian people are like the greatest actors, the most innate and naturalized acting talents, the most charismatic human beings on the planet. Okay. They're very raw, very elemental people.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Turn it up. Ready? She got a TBI on me. All right, that's good. I've had it. Oh! That's Dirty John playing. Yeah, rip into it. Oh, yes! All right, thank you. So, hold on.
Amazing.
Welcome to No Positive Radio.
No Sex Pistols today.
For the first time in the history of the show, No Positive Radio, I forgot to bring my damn theme music in.
Somebody really wants to talk already.
All right, throw them on real quick.
Right,
Jesus Christ, on a crutch. Is this tape going? Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Not picking up.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, there is. You've been calling me a basement dweller. I'd like to open your viewing public up to also garage dwellers. We hang out in the garage, man.
Well, I think that's all right. You know what? I think anything with a preponderance of cement is fine. I'll give it to you.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. I am telling everybody about your show, buddy.
Thank you.
My buddy Mike Campanar's out there listening right now.
All right, Mike.
Campanar!
Yeah, I'm calling. I just made him turn it on, dude. I'm promoting your show. We're gonna make you big. Start your revolution, dude.
I'm trying, little by little. Little by little. Go ahead.
We are behind you 100%, dude. I can't really hear you. I'm breaking up. I gotta go, man.
All right.
Just party on, dude.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wow, nice phone call to start the show off with.
We start off with the vote of confidence, vote of confidence, vote of confidence, vote of confidence, psychological erection.
Wow.
My ego is so big I need 2 booths instead of 1.
First an article in the Phoenix, now we're getting calls.
Now the dude from the garage is promoting us. Forget
Wow.
F Bob Gula. I'm talking about the garage dwellers. I'm talking about the basement dwellers. I'm talking about people promoting me
Who
on
like
the
to be
streets.
surrounded by cement.
I will capture the hearts and minds of those born without hearts and minds. Amen. My name, as always, of course, need I say it? If I don't, but I will anyway. For the sake of consistency, my name is Paul Hullabaloo. That's right, the Minister of Propaganda here at No Positive Radio. Sitting directly in front of me, the Minister of all that is electronically motivated. His name is...
Johnny, Dirty John, Winterbottom.
an inversion.
Yes.
A name inversion. Very clever.
They call me Dirty John.
So I'm just going to jump right into it this week, because what a dynamic, and I want you to count. Tonight's quest here, tonight's game, tonight's fun-filled hour.
Okay.
I want you to count the number of times I'm going to probably use the word dynamic.
Dynamic.
I'm feeling it tonight.
Dynamic.
I'm feeling dynamic tonight. I've had a dynamic week. Are you counting?
Yes.
Dirty John's like, is 7? Is that
I'm really
4?
going to keep track. Ready?
Is 4. Okay, keep track at home. I want you to keep track at home of how many times I will say dynamic.
Here's the contest.
Look at contest.
Here's the
We got a
contest.
contest.
And we have
We got a
tickets.
contest.
All right, folks, we're going to get this over with right now before we get into the show. We're going to keep track of how many times Paul uses the word dynamic.
We're having a contest.
And you folks have to too. And whoever can call in within like the last 10 minutes of the show, and whoever has the right answer, the first person that has the right answer, will get a couple of tickets, a pair of tickets to the Union Station Blues Fest, which is happening on October 19th in Attleboro, Mass.
Which I am hosting.
And Paul will be emceeing the whole night, and you're going to see some great blues bands, food, beer, wine, all that stuff. I'll be there too, but it's going to be a really good time. So we're going to give those away at the end of the show. The first person to call in with the correct amount of times that Paul uses the word dynamic will win the tickets.
Now the thing is that this hinges, apparently this hinges on you, Dirty John.
I know.
You actually have to count. Now,
if a pretty girl calls in and says she wants them, I'll make my number correspond with hers.
Ain't that always the way? Love.
Continue.
So I've had a dynamic week this week. Again, you didn't write it down.
I was just about to.
You're already in a dream world. I want instantaneous. I was testing you.
You just do your job. I'll do mine.
Well, that's what I'm worried about here. I could do. Maybe I should write it down too. Maybe I should do both jobs.
Just talk, will you?
So anyway, it's kind of funny because this whole week I and as dynamic of a week as it was, the whole week I kind of was trying to figure out what am I going to talk about this week. I usually, the way it breaks down for me is I do the show on Sunday. I get home Sunday night, I kind of turn my brain off, which is very difficult. On the way up, I was telling Dirty John, the hardest thing for me doing this whole radio thing is the decompression period that comes after the show. I have the hardest time after the broadcast turning my brain off. I mean, I have an incredibly hard time turning my brain. My brain is like crazed. As a matter of fact, I can't go to sleep at night. You know what I mean? I can't focus on many normal and realistic things and goals in life because my brain is just usually moving 1,000 miles an hour. I have a hard time filtering the flow of my thoughts. My brain's always on.
All right, folks, look.
Yeah, we'll take calls.
We'll tell you when we're going to take calls. I know some of you are trying to call in, but we're going to take them later on when we announce it.
They're
okay?
like, you said it 4 times. Did I win? God, these callers are so dynamic tonight. I mean, it's amazing. It's such dynamicism. It's totally dynamic.
Wait a minute. Now, does the word dynamicism
No, it doesn't,
count?
because it's actually, I don't even think it's a
It's not a
goddamn real
word, but I know
no,
in your mind, I have to ask.
No,
You know,
I will say that word is not dynamic enough to count, so don't worry about it. Yeah, you know what? Only count the word dynamic when I say it in a very dynamic way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Because that's what dynamic should mean.
I hear you.
It should mean that you're not only saying the word dynamic, but you're saying it dynamically.
Oh, you caught me.
The root word is there. I'll say you can take it.
All right.
You're gonna need about 7 pieces of paper.
I know. I have to.
Dirty John's
going
gonna need a goddamn mortgage calculator to figure out how many times I said this. God save me here. Can't believe I used the word mortgage. Please help me. Please, Jesus, fashion a noose for me, Jesus Christ. I want to fashion a noose out of Jesus' beard. The strand. I bet the hair in Jesus' beard is like Superman's hair. I bet you can hold up a giant lead weight with it. So I'm sure you can fashion an appropriate noose with it as well.
They really want to talk tonight.
So, anyway, I decompress, and then by Monday, usually I start to think of what I'm going to talk about. I come up with an idea on Monday, and I spend the week developing the idea, essentially.
Right.
But this week, I just couldn't do it. Why? Because I had a very dynamic week. I have to tell you people this. I have to share it with you. And I, over the course of the last bunch of weeks, have kind of been bumping into this particular girl, who works nearby to where I live, and I would go into where she works occasionally, and I just could sense that she was an intelligent person, and I could just see it in her face. She was intelligent, so sometimes I would test the waters, make a little conversation with her, see what would happen. Now, since the beautiful Blake Hines has left me, I knew right off the bat. I'm not interested. I'm believe it or not, basement dwellers and garage dwellers. I'm not ready yet to have any sort of dating or going out or kissing or fondling or loving or you know what I mean? I'm not ready.
That's not what you tell me when we're alone.
Well, that's different. You're very special to me, and I've got my TV eye on you. So I wasn't not that I was even approaching her, but I wasn't feeling her out that way. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get this girl. I'm gonna get this bitch. I'm gonna get this bitch. I'm gonna go get this bitch. I'm gonna say, Dirty John, I'm gonna get this bitch. This bitch gonna come home with me. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her.
Whoever's calling, I shut the ringers off, so just stop.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. She's down there working all day. Working here. Neither here nor there. Working. I'm gonna get her. I ain't gonna kid you.
Why don't you? So the story goes. Continue here before we forget what you're talking about.
Now it's 9 o'clock. Live the life. Peace out. Bye. So I was like, finally last Sunday night. You remember? You were there.
I pushed you, by the way, to actually make the move. Like I say, you were like, oh,
yeah, because I didn't want to make the move.
Well, you were gonna just say, give her a phone number, give me a call. But I know you, and you get content to just talk corresponding with people through the phone or email, and you won't ever actually go and meet them and get out of your house, basically.
I know.
So I said, just go, and I didn't even say go for it. I just said go and go have coffee with the girl. That's all.
And how ironic is it that I went in there, I talked to her, and she was leaving her shift of work, and I came outside and I said, I actually put on a little bit of an act, I have to admit to you. A little bit of humble manipulation. I'm going to get to my thoughts on manipulation in a second, but I used a tiny bit of manipulation. I kind of put on a little bit of an act of the quasi-nervous Nelly male.
Right.
Which I thought would transmit a little sensitivity to her. So I kind of bumbled through my words in trying to ask her, and it was a huge mistake, because she was smart enough right off the bat. I underestimated her intelligence. And she was smart enough right off the bat to be able to look at me and know that that's what I was doing. And she's like, come on now, what do you want? Do you want to go out to have some coffee? What do you want to do? And I'm like, all right. So we went out and had some coffee, spent about an hour and a half sitting there. Dirty John and Larry D are at my apartment at this point, and they're watching the television and hanging out and having some pot and some snacks. And I'm out having some coffee with this girl. Now, the girl told me specifically she was slightly uncomfortable with me using her name on the air. So, I've decided to,
I was almost about to say it a minute
I know,
ago.
weird,
Good thing
huh?
I didn't.
For the sake of argument, we'll call her Adam.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm transmitting a psychic thought to you people out there. We'll call her Adam.
You guys figure the rest out.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't say it. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I'm cool. I'm slick. I'm oily. So we went there. Okay, so we went out to have some coffee. She came back to my house. We all hung around for a while. You eventually went home because you were tired. Larry D, it's his hotel room, my apartment. It's free. His free little suite where he goes. So me and Adam, quote unquote.
Someone who's tuning in late tonight is going to think you're.
I like Adam's boobs. No, and we were we hung out. We watched a bunch of Mr. Show episodes, which is of course the brilliant HBO sketch comedy series. We watched The Lord of the Rings, and she ended up just staying at my house. However, it wasn't like she slept over at my house because we never went to sleep. We started to watch the Lord of the Rings movie at like 3:30 in the morning. That's a good 3 hours, so that was going to take me to 6:30. So we did that. And it was a great time. We had this girl. She knows so much about so many different topics that I was happy to gravitate towards her. Now you get that feeling out period. So over the course of this week, we've been feeling each other out. Now here's the interesting thing, and a lot of you people listening might be able to understand, as well as you. I'm not sure though. I know you would understand, but I don't know if it's ever happened to you. But the act of attempting to actually be friends with a girl when you are a boy is a strange conundrum because there is always going to be a dynamic.
Yeah.
You're not writing it down.
I know I heard you, but I'm also I'm keeping my own new system here.
All right, that's fine. I swear I just caught you though. And
you didn't.
You're backpedaling.
You did not.
Okay. So there was an interesting dynamic. There is, no matter what, an inescapable dynamic between that. You're always going to have to battle the feeling of physical attraction. Yes, I am physically attracted to Adam, and I have the sense that she's physically attracted to me. However, neither one of us are genuinely ready to have a relationship, nor would I don't think we would be even compatible romantically, to be honest with you. We have a very strong intellectual attraction to each other. That's what it really boils down to.
So you're looking for a girl who really doesn't challenge you so much.
No. That's just it. I appreciate her because she challenges me so much.
Right.
Not that she doesn't, but she does. She's so challenging to me that it's exciting and confrontational. She is her ideology and my ideology are diametrically opposed, which is really interesting. Now, in a romantic, intimate engagement of human beings, that might be a bad chemistry thing. But in a friendship situation, I think that's extremely potent and powerful and can anchor you together.
There's a lot of guys out there who would label you, shall we say, I don't know, a wussy?
A fag? Well, so what? No.
You're actually rationalizing the whole let's just be friends thing.
Yeah, but it's not let's just be friends. It's the let's just be friend thing is spawned from having tried a relationship and it doesn't work. I'm talking about a foundation of friendship that doesn't evolve past that. That is a friendship. Now, here's the thing. Some people believe you can be friends with the opposite sex. Some people believe you cannot. So I don't really know. But I'm trying to find out if it's possible. It's a good experiment.
Okay,
However, we've decided...
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah, go ahead.
When she comes over and stays over and you guys are just quote-unquote hanging out, where does she sleep and where do you sleep?
Okay, well, that was what was problematic. The first 2 days that we knew each other, we spent, an exorbitant, is that the right word?
I think
an
so.
exorbitant amount of time together.
Yes.
And because, when you're learning somebody else, you will end up spending a lot of time with them. It's the only way to do it. You have to be thrown right into the frying pan. You know what I mean? And we were spending a great deal of time together. And yes, in fact, she did stay at my house. She did sleep in my bed. And I will not lie. There was a modicum of spooning that happened. A little bit of spooning went on.
With the arms around each other, or just in terms of the bodies pressed against each other?
A little bit of both. I mean, I can't say one way or another. I'm sure at one point that my arm did go around.
Who was spooning who? You were in the back.
I spooned her. However, I broke my cardinal sleeping rule, which is I always sleep on my left side, and which would have made that she would have spooned me. But for all for all intents and purposes, I decided to go on my right side and spoon her. I don't know why. I had to keep an eye on her. Didn't want her to steal my shit. You know what I'm saying? So had to keep a watch on her.
Yeah.
I don't know. The bottom line of it is, I don't know what's going to happen. We had a long discussion at like 3:30 in the morning last night on the phone, and we were discussing how there is a definite connection of consciousness between the two of us. So much so that I think that if this doesn't work out, we will become adversaries. And we discussed this. We could either be tremendously connected friends, like the type of friends that people say the term, yeah, they're tight. Which I know that term. Like, oh, do they know each other? Oh yeah, hell yeah, they're tight. Or we will be wizard-like adversaries, each atop a mountain of wizardry.
Each one of you amassing an army
to combat each other. But at the same time, it would be the most romanticized adversarial relationship, because below the core of our adversarial relationship would be dynamic. And that would be that she and I both had that hidden agenda of connectiveness that we couldn't break, and that would only fuel our adversarial nature. Are you seeing what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's really neat. Now, she said to me last night, she posed the question to me, she goes, do you appreciate me as a friend more because I'm a girl? I mean, does that mean anything more to you? Do you want to be this much of a friend to me only because I'm a girl? You know, if I was a male, would you be trying this hard to get across to me? And I said to myself, well, do you want me to lie to you? You know, I said to her, you want me to lie to you or be honest? And she said, I would like you to be honest, so I lied. No, that's not true. What? Me? Lie? I don't think so. So I said to her, well, wait, what was I just saying?
She asked you about whether you would try so hard if she wasn't a girl to be friends with her.
I said, yeah, you know what, there is that aspect of it. She's a female. I like that she is a female.
I like her because she's a female. That is why you initially wanted to talk to her.
Yeah, and you can't get past that. I mean, that is the primal animalistic inescapability of appreciating another human being.
So you also have
to
realize then, if more time would have gone by since the beautiful Blake Hines, right?
Yeah.
And you were ready to start fondling and such, you would end up just going out with this girl. You guys would have.
Nope, I don't think so.
But yes, because that first night when she was expecting that to happen, or figured it would, you would not have said no to her advances before you got to know her, and thus would have started the, lay down the groundwork for the whole relationship.
Must you drive a railroad spike through my ideas? No, you're right. I mean, maybe you're right. I mean, how can I say? I mean, what is past, baby.
Right.
I don't know. It can never be changed now. The foundation of our relationship is already in place now.
Now, what also sucks is that if the day comes and you finally decide, hey, you know what? I think I want to fool around with this girl. Probably is not going to happen now.
It won't. That's not going to happen. And
well,
by
what
no
I'm saying
means.
Is, what if for some reason you do start thinking that way because
Listen.
you hang out with a girl long enough,
right.
and you start getting lonely for long enough, and there's only one girl you're hanging out with, you start putting those feelings towards that girl. It'll happen.
There's literally, by no means, by me saying I wouldn't fool around with her, I wouldn't be intimate with her, am I suggesting that I'm not attracted to her or she's not an attractive girl?
I didn't say that.
I just know that I said this to her. I said that would be such a caustically destructive element right there. I think that the moment that would occur, the moment our salivas would merge, I think that a chemical reaction would begin to occur that would cause a domino effect through all other aspects of our knowing of each other, our knowing each other. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just think it's just bizarre to me that I've met a female that I feel connected to, and it took me 7 days. And
if you met some guy, would you be talking about him like that? I met this dude this week and I'm connected to him.
I got past that. Look, there's a rabid complexity to the dynamic of a diplomatic and genuine friendship with a female that, frankly, it's mind-numbingly stimulating to me. I am a stimulation junkie. You know that. The garage dwellers know that, and my God bless you all basement dwellers know that.
Right.
I am a child of stimulation. I was birthed of stimulation. And this is so stimulating. Yes, it is more stimulating than as if she had been a male. I don't know if I would try. I am notorious for having a very small inner circle of friends, a brotherhood of friends. And I put it this way. It took me 6 days, and I think that she is ready to begin the trials to possibly be included within the brotherhood of my inner circle. She would be a girl, yes, but she would be a brother to me. My new brother,
So
Adam.
you're just exposing a whole bunch of more guys to attack this girl.
Wow. Wow. But see, that would be
Because you can hang out with her like that doesn't mean everybody else will.
But that would be, you son of a bitch. That would be a betrayal against me for any of you to do that. I will name my inner circle for the sake, because I think if I'm going to talk about the inner circle, I must name the inner circle.
Okay.
Dirty John Winterbottom, Chris Nicini, Larry D, Filthy John Moniz, The Miracle Mark Wilcox, Brem Style, and The Smoking Man. Did I miss anyone? I don't think I did.
Know. Did you mention High C?
Yep. Christopher Raymond, I did. I think she could, out of all the space and time of my 27 years, I don't think there has been a female that I would consider including. She could be the first. I don't know if that will happen. We've only known each other for 1 week, but I know after 1 week I consider her.
Blake was sort of in the circle.
No, I disagree.
But she came into, she was there because through you, but...
I don't think she was ever in the circle. I don't think her understanding ever extended far enough for her to be appropriate for the inner circle.
Yeah,
she was close, but she was my woman.
Exactly.
Now, I don't think that necessarily grants her entry into the inner circle. She certainly wasn't a minister.
No, not at all. What, you think this girl could become or Adam could become a minister?
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
See, the trick, so you don't want her to start her own army, so you have to get her into yours.
You're right. I'll tell you what about
Like
I'll tell you what about her, though.
Call her the batterness.
The truth of the matter is that she really, God forbid we become adversaries, because I don't know if I would ever be able to meet a more potent adversary in my life. She's very similar to me, yet extremely different. I mean, on the outset we are, like I said, diametrically opposed, but there is a core similarity, an internalized similarity between us. She, basically, put it this way, she is not prone at all to my art of manipulation. My manipulative arts do not work on her. And you know what the best thing about it is? I feel no charge to use my manipulative arts on her. I have been fruitfully honest with her all along, emotionally and intellectually honest with her, consistently since I've met her. It's really, really weird for me to be that way. And I explained that to her. I explained that I utilize manipulative arts in my life. I see the manipulative arts as a tool for potent social adaptation, I see, manipulation as a weapon in the proving ground of psychic prowess. And now I want to quickly say, I want to castrate the word weapon a little bit. I don't mean weapon, the connotation of weapon is so negative. I could have said implement. I could have said something to that effect. A tool. I could have said that. I chose weapon specifically, but I don't see the manipulative arts as a sinister or insidious thing. It leads me to a point here. I think men and women, okay, often through romantic longing, manipulate each other and themselves to fashion an atmospheric reality of comfort and familiarity that the naturalized overlapping system of restricted communal reality might not be so eager to provide. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The natural sway of everything may not draw people together. Yes, I do firmly believe that you don't choose people that surround you. I believe that, like Philip K. Dick says, the universe throws people at you. Your only job is to do your best to interpret why they've been thrown at you and why you've been thrown at them. Okay, that's like it. So I believe that. I don't think manipulation. I think manipulation isn't always, like I said, a dark and insidious gesture of wanton selfishness. I think often it's utilized out of a subconscious necessity to feel closeness and inclusion with someone else, which is, one of the most basic and primal needs of the, what we consider to be our complex human mentality, and which I consider to be still a fairly primitive human mentality.
Yeah.
I don't think we have evolved as human beings as far as the natural idea of how far we evolved is. You know what I mean? I don't think we're that far yet.
I think we've evolved. I don't think we've progressed.
Oh, damn it! A toast with Aquafina water. Open it up. You have none
I have
left.
no water left.
Just mimic a sip. Yeah,
woo!
mimicking sips.
Right.
Here's a sip. Basement dwellers, garage dwellers, raise your glasses, for Dirty John has spoken, and his words were prudent and right.
You like that one, huh?
I'll tell you what. I think everything. I think even the simplest human momentum is motive driven. I think manipulation is like oxygenated fuel for these conquests of human necessity. You know what I mean? I think you use manipulation every waking moment of your life. I think at all times. Well, even in the presence of yourself.
It's survival. You try to benefit yourself. Do whatever benefits you, and if you have to manipulate a few things to do that, you do it.
But I just can't get across enough, and you're right. And I can't get across enough the idea that, or at least my opinion, my idea, that it's not such a sinister thing. It's not so negative.
It can be.
Oh, it can be. Yeah. I think it is a brilliantly powerful weapon of evil. And I have used it as such in the past. I probably use it daily, to both extremes. For good and for evil. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just think I think that word has been demonized. Now, I don't think it needs to be, lionized or canonized, but I think it has been demonized. Essentially, Adam, this a beautiful young lady, I'm so happy to have made a new friend. And I don't use the friend lightly. I don't use the word. I don't use the friend lightly. I don't use her. I use her heavily. No, I don't use the word friend lightly. I think that the word friend is should be used rarely.
Yeah.
Just like last week, we talked about the word genius and revolution.
Yeah.
I think friend is right up there. Friend is a word that has been raped and pillaged, and has had its meaning castrated. I wish we should also be counting how many times I say castrated. I think I basically know 9 words. 4 of them are 3 syllables, and I call those my smart words. And the other ones are just my go-get-'em words. You know what I mean? My words like, that I need in order to get food and to, accumulate something for myself. Yeah. And then there's words I use to sound smart. But maybe I should try to get maybe 10 smart words. So I don't sound like such a goddamn jackass!
We're about ready to go to a song here.
Yeah, let's take a break. I'm going to take some calls or something. And I want to continue to talk too.
Yeah, so we're going to play a song by a local band called the J. Edward Orchestra, or the JEO.
Now, let me tell you a little bit about J. Edward real quick. J. Edward has been a friend to both Dirty John and I for a long time.
Many years.
Both of us have had musical...
I started my whole musical career back in the day just jamming with him while we learned our instruments when we were younger.
And I jammed with him, not at the beginning of my career, but at a certain point, we did a little bit of playing and songwriting together, and... Yep. Even if it was only for the sake of writing songs, we used to have a wonderful time together. And here's what I appreciate about Jay. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, and I've been honest with him. This is not my kind of music, frankly. The music he makes is not the type of music that I particularly jive with.
Right.
It's kind of idealistic. It's kind of hippie-ish, not to label it.
Yeah, I wouldn't label it that, but it does have its influences from some of that.
It's definitely more of a gentle.
It's acoustic based rock.
Exactly.
It's acoustic based rock, but they do a pretty good job.
Oh well, they do an excellent. job.
They do a very good job. I think he's one of the greatest. He started out as a drummer, okay, and suddenly switched to guitar and still plays the drums well. But his guitar playing is just amazing, and it's very imaginative.
He's very rhythmic.
And exactly. And being a drummer helps him because he's very rhythmic, and it's just, I find it even more odd just because he's never taken a lesson or anything. Just literally bought a guitar and started learning how to play it. But me and old Miracle Mark, we recorded these guys this album for them. We do that. We're trying to do that, and
you produced it.
We produced it and we recorded it,
engineered it, the whole thing.
We like to do that for some local bands. If anybody out there wants to needs a recording, let us know. Go to our website, which we'll start promoting after the song.
Yeah, we'll say it right now. It's nopositiveradio.fanspace.com. And I'll say it again, but if you ever want to get in touch with me or the show, and you want your comments or your criticism or anything you want, questions, doesn't make a goddamn difference. nopositive@aol.com. I answer. That's at my room. That's in my house. It's on my little computer. Comes straight to me, straight to my heart. So let's not oversell his machine here. Let's just play the song. It's the J. Edward Orchestra. The song was Upstream.
Upstream.
And you see them. They play around.
Yeah, just look in the Phoenix. You'll see their name around if you like the song.
This is kind of a kind sounds band.
And they have a website. I believe it's the
JEdwardOrchestra.com.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back to talk more about girls and friends and manipulative evil, and take your calls. 792-9030. It's No Positive Radio. Don't go anywhere. I will rape you.
fast, let's try to make it last. It is you that I've enjoyed. Swimming upstream, you left an impression upon me. I make promises and wishes just to see you safe. My hand will always search to find the warmth I'll always, always need. On a roller coaster ride to the other side, will you be there once I've blown upstream? Can I show you what I've been thinking? Seeing how close we've grown, I will sometimes get the urge to leave. But I will go back to missing the security I find in your hands, in your voice, in your eyes, vertical realize. On a roller coaster ride to the other side, will you be there once I've blown upstream?
Yes, welcome back, No Positive Radio. Oh, that was the J. Edward Orchestra, and J. Edward there on the vocals and the guitar, and John Ferreira on the drums.
I think it's Ferreira.
I think it's Ferreira based on
Ferreira, something like that.
And Steve Northup, of course, on bass.
Yep.
Let's throw a couple calls up. Hello, you come talk to me?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, I like the tickets.
Well, we're not ready to give out
We
the
didn't
tickets
announce
yet.
that we're doing that yet.
Hello, I want the tickets.
See, my mistake here was I began the phone conversation doing a ridiculous voice, and now other people think they can also do ridiculous voices. Little do they know that I have a little bit of skills, and they don't!
You're very what's the word I'm looking for? You're very...
Genius-oriented,
No,
skillful,
very-
dynamic,
Hey!
dynamic, yeah. How many times did I just say it there?
I got it.
I got it. I was tricking you with that one.
I got it.
All right, let's take another one, and then I want to tell you.
that
I want
again?
to tell you a little something too. Hello.
Okay.
You know the breadth of intelligence that comes across the airwaves. Sometimes, like I say every week, it's startling. It's just it's almost upsetting to me. It's
truly
intimidating.
amazing. It
It's
is.
dynamic. What the hell was I going to say? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you people. After this one more call, should we try?
We'll try
if this
again.
is another jackass, you can all blame him because I won't take another goddamn call. So let's hope it's not. Hello.
Hello. I was wondering when were you guys gonna give out the tickets?
Last 10 minutes of the show.
I'll announce it, and you can tell me how many times I've said dynamic.
John. Dynamic.
How many times?
You said dynamic one time. Do I win the tickets?
No, you don't win the tickets. Sorry.
Goddamn kids.
Yep, beep, beep. So anyway, I want to tell you people, in terms of the no positive movement, the rumored no positive movement, you can get a little information right now on the website, nopositiveradio.fanspace.com, but I also want you to know that I am currently working on a manifesto, which I call the Zip Manifesto. I'm working on it for a long time, but I've kind of taken it up like a phoenix out of the ashes, and I'm dusting it off and recollecting my thoughts and my ideas so that I can have a cohesive philosophy to go along with this radio show that I could make available to you people, to the basement dwellers and the garage dwellers. So that should be done by Wednesday. Check the website, nopositiveradio.fanspace.com, for information on that. Take another call. It's driving me goddamn crazy! Hello!
My balls.
Huh?
My balls are hairy.
Oh, yeah, let's just pause for a minute.
Here's another one.
Goddamn. Hello?
Hi, I was just wondering if punk rock was dead.
Well, are we in... Suddenly it sounds like we're in a giant hall. Hello, are you there?
They turned it
Yeah, I'm right here.
What's your name?
My name is Matt.
Hello, Matt.
How are you?
Where are you right now?
I'm at work.
I feel like we're in a cave.
Yeah. You want to shut that door for me?
Dirty John!
There
Dirty
you go.
John!
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, I like that.
What's up, dude?
Do I think punk rock is dead?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Well, all right. I don't like the term punk rock. I
know. Okay.
I don't like the correlation of those two words to begin with. Have you listened to this show before?
No, actually, first time caller, long time listener. No, wait, long time listener for yeah, it's my first time calling.
Thank you for the long-winded answer. I don't necessarily think it's dead. I don't necessarily think it was ever alive in the first place. Not
Good
to be,
call, dude.
Not to be too esoteric. I think that punk is, like I've been saying, a social disposition, a very internalized, involuntary mental configuration. I don't think it has anything to do with mohawks and music and fast drums and punching each other in the face drunkenly. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's an important and developing social order.
I see.
Okay? Now, there is a kind of music that is associated with the punk movement of old and the first punk movement.
Okay.
That was kind of a vehicle for the ideology of punk. But I think the vast majority of people have begun to assume that music is punk.
Okay.
Whereas that is just rock and roll music for the most part.
All right.
And in my opinion, most of it is what I like to call
Crap.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Junk. You know what I mean? Overly aggressive, masculine bullshit, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay, like fucking He-Man rock, right?
Yeah, but yeah,
Try not to use that word.
Don't
my bad.
Don't ever say He-Man again.
All right. Okay.
I gotta laugh! So, I don't know. What do you think? You tell me what you think.
Well, to be honest with you, I think the idea of calling something like, the idea of, I'm still kind of a young kid, right?
How old are you?
I'm 20. 21, 21,
Right.
sorry. I just turned 21.
It's time for you to stop referring to yourself as a kid.
Really?
Are you still cashing daddy's checks like me?
No, I'm working, dude.
Okay, good. Then you're not a kid. You're doing your own thing. I'm a kid because I still am bankrolled. God forgive me.
Some of them are just lucky, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, I'm saying that punk is kind of like, well, I think it's kind of it's idealistic, you know. It's basically saying I don't like rules, screw rules, kind of thing, you know. And
Right.
I don't want to apply myself to anything. And I think by labeling yourself like that, then you are negating the effect of, you know, what that movement is. You know what I'm saying? So like by saying you're punk rock, or by saying you're a punker, you're basically saying that you're, you know, I'm gonna put myself into this category.
Yes,
and punk
exactly.
isn't about categories. It's about not caring about what other people think about you. It's about doing your own thing, pretty much, not applying yourself to any kind of situation.
Yet, isn't it ironic though that the genesis of the movement was exactly what you're saying, and I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Exactly.
It is this feeling of nonconformism, a feeling of individuality. Yet the natural human necessity still is to cling to a group of people.
Exactly. And then you get people who just end up looking like everybody else. It's like, let's look different but the same. You know what I'm saying? It's almost a uniform.
And it's what I've been trying to get across for months and months now. It's basically the cornerstone of my philosophy.
Of your show.
And I feel that what you're saying is not only very, very well put and eloquent, unlike what I just said right there. I applaud and appreciate your formation of thought.
Oh, thank you.
So what do you do? What are you doing? What do you do?
Right now, I work in a movie theater here.
Oh.
I'm a projectionist / box office. I'm an assistant manager, I guess.
Oh, isn't that cool?
I take care of the place when nobody's here.
What theater do you work at?
I work at the Campus Cinema in Wakefield.
Oh, cool.
It's a pretty hot place.
I bet.
Independent too.
Well, that's good.
I recommend not working at corporate. I worked at a corporate movie theater for like a day.
And they made you wear a monkey suit?
They made me wear black pants and a shirt.
Did they give you like the little cymbals to crash? Ting, 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 ting.
And they stuck me in the projection room, and I couldn't leave like all day.
Yeah.
And it sucked, and I quit the first day.
Dancing around in blackface?
Yeah.
Can I take you to your seat? You don't go to your seat?
Not
your
quite.
seat over here, master.
It wasn't quite that bad, but yeah.
It's a slave trade! I don't know.
But yeah, no, I go to URI too.
All right,
so.
well.
We have a caller on hold.
Okay,
I'm sorry, dude, but yeah, thank you so much.
Hey,
No,
don't apologize. I wish all callers had the command of the English language that you have.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, be good, brother.
Later.
Bye.
All right, I don't know what's going on with this next guy yet, but
okay.
I think this could be interesting. Now,
Okay.
I think he has a little bit of a speech impediment, so just go along with that for a minute.
So essentially, he's on the road to being retarded, which I've decided to term
No,
listen,
I
I'm
think
going to make a joke.
He knows the show.
I call it pre-tarded. That means you're almost retarded. No. Listen to what I said.
Okay,
I said
okay.
no.
I heard you.
I said pre-tarded.
Pre-tarded.
No. But say it with me. Now you say it.
All right, it's
retarded. Do you get it?
It's like retarded, but
you're not there.
pre-tarded.
You haven't graduated. It's like the high school of retardation.
Okay.
You're not in the college yet. You're pre-tarded. Let's take a call. Hello. It's your big chance.
Is this Dirty John?
Yeah, this is Dirty John. Hey, hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Dirty John?
You got any pod? Hold on.
No, he wants to talk to you. He thinks it's me, though.
Dirty John?
Do you want to talk to Paul or Dirty John or a combination of the two?
Combination of two.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want to say? Shh. Don't be derogatory, you asshole.
Excuse me, Dirty John?
Dirty John's. I will be honest. Dirty John's laughing at. He's laughing at your speech impediment.
Why are you making fun of me?
That's what I want to know.
I'm not making fun at all.
You are crass. Haven't you ever felt pain?
Dirty John, that ain't cool, Dirty John.
I'm sorry, man. What's your name? Can you hear me?
He can hear fine. He's having trouble speaking. That's all. Can you hear all right?
What's his name?
What's your name?
David.
David? David.
You know, it's almost
David.
like David.
David.
Yeah.
Sarah.
Sarah's my girlfriend.
What? Are you serious? Do you have a translator?
No.
I don't mean to bust on you. God bless you. God.
That ain't cool, Dirty John. And Paulie, ain't cool.
I know.
Is this one of our southern
I don't know.
callers?
I think the whole thing's a
I'm
ruse.
sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Thank you, Dirty John. You build up this big plan of here's
It'd
a
be
great
funny.
call.
It came out a little quicker on the phone. That's why.
Welcome back to the Howard Stern Show, people. Son of a bitch. I should retire. Where's my pink slip when I need
Are
it?
we trying again here?
We'll try again. Jesus, God help me. Hello?
DJ, why you hang up on me?
No, now I'm going to hang up on you. Ready? Wow. Now we're
Okay.
even. Now he can blame me. He doesn't have to blame me.
We got a little less than 10 minutes left, so pretty soon we're going to have to take our contest winner.
We're going to take it at 5 off. Let's
Okay.
take one more call right now for fun and profit. Hello?
Hold on.
Hello?
Hi, I got a question for you guys.
Go right ahead.
All right, there's no classic rock stations on the radio. Do you think there should be one? And why don't you guys have a classic rock station? Make one.
Oh, here at WRIU, you mean?
Or in general?
In general, what are you, crazy? There's about 14 classic rock stations.
14.
There's such
yeah, but they don't play just plain old classic rock.
What type of music are you trying to hear? What type of
Yeah, what do you
bands?
want? What do you want?
What's classic rock to you?
What do you want?
I think it's funny that just because I'm on the radio, you assume I control the rest of the radio. I decree there shall now be 9,000 classic rock stations, and they shall all play what this jackass wants. Let's take another call. Hello. Wow, I'm going to tell you, this show symbolizes original creativity and comic timing, the likes of which has never been seen before, on the airwaves. Let's just let it ring for a second. Let's put our microphones near the phone. Can you put your mic? Let's hear the phone ring. Let's hear the sweet sound of the phone ringing. That's what I'd like to hear. Here's what I hear in my ear when I'm trying to form cohesive thoughts. Oh, look, listen. Ready? Here, go. One more time for the sake of argument. Ready? Go. So yeah, did I mention that I'm finishing my manifesto, my no positive manifesto,
Zip?
the Zip manifesto, and I'd also like to say that within the next couple of months, there's going to be a no positive gathering.
Yes.
We're in the planning stages of, where the basement dwellers will be invited to sit in audience with myself and all the other ministers of the no positive movement.
Yep.
And we will be outlining the beginnings of plans for conquest.
Yes, we will.
Correct?
Correct,
Or
yes.
am I not correct?
Yes.
All
I
right.
can't wait.
Take a call. Yes.
Hey,
What's
my
up?
brother David just told me you guys are making fun of him.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yes.
Hello?
Hello. All right.
Wow,
I've
man,
had
they're on
it.
both lines. That's ridiculous.
You know, the funny thing is, you know what? I think I'm going to stop taking callers on this show, and I'm not joking. I think for 2 weeks I'm not going to take any callers. You think this is an empty threat? This is a goddamn promise.
No.
I'm not going to take any more calls. You know what? No one's going to get the tickets either. No tickets for anybody. Hang up the thing. Phone line's gone.
We have to give away the tickets.
Send me an email if you want the tickets, and you'll get the tickets. There's nobody dynamic enough to get on the air right now. No, just hang up the phones, people. It's not worth calling. You're boring the Christ out of me. If I had any religion left in my husk of a body, you would have bored it out of me by now. Let's just let it ring. I think that's a fun sound. Ready? Let's just let everyone hear what we hear. This is what this performance piece I call Misery on the airwaves. It's like an electromagnetic mating call. All right, take one call. I can't resist. Hello.
Oh, wow.
Dude, your little funny little act is so far from funny. You and your gay brother are laughing, I bet. You know what I mean? But the rest of us are mortified. It's just ridiculous. It's not funny.
Here we go. We're going to try the last one.
Oh, it's a mistake. Hello? Hello.
Yes, I knew you'd give in eventually.
What's up?
Hey, listen, forget about that guy. He's an idiot.
I agree.
I was just wondering when you're starting up your army and where I can get information on that.
Well,
that's what the meeting's going to be about.
Like I said, I've got to complete my manifesto. The manifesto should be done by Wednesday. And at that point, anyone that wants it can email me and I will send you a copy of it, or you'll be able to read it on our website, nopositiveradio.fanspace.com. Okay? And at that point, we'll have a gathering, and all the people who are interested right here and now can get together and we can discuss secret plans and ideas.
All right, well, I'd like to be in on the secret plans and ideas.
Okay? Well, maybe I'll let you.
Just keep checking the website.
It all depends on your level of discipline.
Well, what kind of standards are you setting?
Well, I don't know. I'm looking for a back rubber. I don't know about you. No, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just wait until you read my manifesto, okay? I'm upset right now because of the ridiculousness that's coming across from my people who listen to this show.
Well, understandably. I mean, you've got some jackass trying to call for the past 10 minutes with a stupid skit that he thinks is funny.
I know. It's awful.
You haven't been keeping track of how many times we've said dynamic,
But,
have you?
The best thing is I was even trying to let him like develop it a little bit and see if we could make something interesting out of it, and he just has he's not even one-dimensional.
No. I mean, people don't realize that you're entertaining them, and they try to call in and be a part of it, and it doesn't happen because, I don't know, they hear you, they probably feel a little inspired, and then everything just, hits the fan when they call.
It goes to pot very quickly.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go home and go to pot to soothe my frustration at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
All right, brother. What's your name?
I'm Pete. I called last week.
Oh, Pete. What's up?
Yeah.
You with the girlfriend, right? The ex-girlfriend?
Well, yeah, the ex-girlfriend.
How you feeling?
I feel better. I feel like I got some of my dignity back,
Got a little control of yourself there.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Was my advice at all helpful?
What's that?
Was my advice last week at all helpful?
Yeah, it really did. I thought about it anyway.
Good. That's all I ask. And I would hope that someday maybe you can give me advice on something.
Hey.
All right?
Maybe.
All right, well, Pete, just send me an email. Tell me about yourself. Just send me to nopositive@aol.com.
All right, man. Keep it up.
All right, I got to run now. Show's over. Be good. All right, people, until next week. What do we want to say? We don't even have our end music. We'll just...
Yeah, I got that song ready
that's
again.
Good. I guess Magic Mike and Kind Sound's coming up next. He's standing right here. He's got a beard, and he's looking ready. He's looking ready. I don't know what it is. He's ready for something. I don't know what it is, though, but it's something. If you got a beard, you are ready. You're at the starting line. All right, be good, people. Until next week, this is Paul Hullabaloo asking you kindly to subject, oppose, subvert. Email me at nopositiveaol.com. And always, what?
Email the correct answer to tonight's question, and you can still win the tickets through the email.
How many times did I say dynamic? Always live the lie. See you next week.